This message is for Sean T. Kean, representative of the 11th Legislative District in the New Jersey State Senate. Dear Senator Kean, did you ever wonder what life was like long ago in the area that has come to be known as Legislative District 11? Many private citizens are striving to preserve the heritage of our nation through the use of their own personal funds. Let's take a journey through the shore area during the early 1900s at a time when industrial growth was at its peak. Let's also reflect upon the many aspects that make Monmouth County what it is today. All aboard! Let's take a ride on the New Jersey Transit line. Welcome to Allenhurst, New Jersey, established in 1897. This is a perfect example of a quiet farming and fishing spot that over time evolved into the popular, wealthy residential shore area that it is today. Things began to really take off when in 1897 a pavilion was built on the beach. A volunteer fire department was organized, and a new town was born. By the 1900s, most of Allenhurst had been purchased by developers Edwin P. Benjamin and James M. Ralston. Very little space was allotted for commercial use. Together, they organized the Coastland Improvement Company. These entrepreneurs thrived on the idea of buying up building materials in huge quantities and then inexpensively constructing the homes themselves. From this, they made huge profits and gained control over much of the area. Senator Kean, I'm sure that you have a special connection with the town of Allenhurst since it borders the town of Deal, a place where you grew up. As you know, these two communities, being right next to each other, share a very similar historical past. If you look closely at the center of Allenhurst today, you'll see that the town's beauty lies in the artifacts, courtesy of Allenhurst Preservation Committee. Many of these homes are still standing today and are able to be recognized and dated through the use of historical documents and postcards. This is a photo of 1 Spear Avenue over 100 years ago, when it was used as a mess hall by our U.S. Army. Notice how 1 Spear Avenue looks today, as it still holds its unique, beautiful features, thanks to the efforts of the private owners. So far, our government has put into place programs that support historical preservation on a very large scale. Some examples of these programs are the Preserve America Initiative Presidential Awards. These programs continue to partner in a way that will preserve our nation's heritage for years to come. It is my hope that as we implement our nation's historical preservation programs, we don't forget about the owners of private historical properties. Many will do renovations on these great landmarks through the use of their own funds, making it a big contribution to an even bigger cause. The town of Allenhurst is evidence that many are proud of their heritage, as they make special efforts and financial sacrifices to restore the images of days gone by. Can you see how many of these areas have a special connection to the history of the state of New Jersey? Any busy community is entitled to apply for funding through the Preserve America Initiative program. However, many historical homes may not have been fortunate enough to make it onto any national registries, making them ineligible for any sort of government funding. With this in mind, it is my sincere hope that someday we can implement programs that will help those who help us, and together we can preserve our nation's heritage. Thank you for your continued support. Signed, a concerned voter.